Man, I completely ignored Mr. Bonnet. I have no idea how to do law of signs. Don't worry, bro. I'll help. We watched this video I made personally for you. So today, we're going to be learning the law of signs. So the way to write it would be your small letter under your larger letter, which would look something like this. Now you might be wondering, well, how the heck do we know which one is a small and big one? So when we have a triangle, let's say our A is here, our B is here, and our C is here. The C would be the opposite side of itself. So our linear C would be here, B here, and the A would be here. When we do the law of signs, the equation, the ratio, the sine of angle A over its side opposites, which would be, whoa, this is wrong. This would be a lowercase a. If it's an uppercase, it can get confusing. What you can think of is, the sides from each other are like a pair to each other, so they should always be crossed. Like the B, the C, and the A, which would form a star pattern. One thing to note is the law of signs really looks something like this. A over sine capital A equals B over sine capital B equals C over sine. Whoa. That C kind of looks like capital C. Over C, capital C. And this is our law. Okay, so the first one we're dealing with is just this problem here. If you can't do it from this, you can always draw your triangle. So we have A, B, C, and our little a is 8. Our B is 70, and our A is 60. If you need to, this can also help. You can add little a, little b, big B, little c, and big C. And you can put an equal sign beside each of them to remember what you're actually doing. So it would look something like this: 8, 60, and 70. And these, we have no idea. So the first thing you want to do is, we have our problem: A over sine of A equals B over sine of big B. Now what you want to do is you want to take these and plug them in. So it would look something like this. Okay, so now that we have them plugged in, you're gonna be like, what the heck do I do though? So you take your sign and we do something called cross multiply. So what this does is, this is how we get our answer. So it'd be 8 sine 70 under sine of 60. And after you get this, you can then plug it into our calculator. Okay, so what you want to enter into your calculator, hold up here and put 8, and it'll be like, oh, how do I get the sign, Nolan? So you go to functions, and there's trig functions and inverse trig functions. These will come in later. But the trig functions, you want to put sine. Now, if you're on a computer, you can type sine, or you can go to ABC and type it there yourself. then if we go back to our equation here, we have 8 sine of 70 divided by 6 sine of 60. So we have 8 sine of 70 divided by sine of 60. Now, when you do enter sine in, it's gonna parenthesize it, or parentheses it. So it might cause you to only divide a certain part. So it might look like that, and then when you hit divide, it'll only divide the 70. So you're gonna wanna either add the other parentheses, or you can delete this parentheses and then divide it. So put sine 60. And this is not correct because what I didn't do is I didn't go to here and put it in degree mode. So this will be our real answer, 8.68. Now when you first start to do this, you're going to want all 4. But later in the problem, you don't need all 4 since it's not as accurate if you don't put this full thing. So this is our answer. Okay, so now we have our answer, 8.68. And now we need to figure out C. Oh yeah, I forgot to put in the degrees here. So it'd be 50. And then our little c, we can figure that out by doing the same thing. So we can erase this. Now what you want to do is you want to use your root, or the first one you get, since it's going to be the most accurate instead of your second one. So it'd be a here, which is 8 under sine of 60 equals c under sine of 50. So again, we cross multiply, and then you should get 8 sine 50 equals c sine 60. And you want to divide both sides by sine 60 so we can get the variable by itself and figure out what it is. Then you want to go back to your go to your calculator. Okay, once you're here, we have 8 sine of 50 divided by sine of 60, which gives us 7.07. But before we do that, we can also get all of our angles. As you can see, B is 70 degrees and A is 60 degrees. So we do 60 plus 70 equals 130. Then what you do is you take 180 minus 130 equals 50. This 50 is how we get our C. So then we have all of these should equal 180, which is just like another triangle in the triangle section. So once we have that, we now know C, which is 8 point, no wait, sorry, it's 7. Okay, I forgot to be honest. 7.07. And then there, we have our answer all here. Yes, Nolan, thank you so much for teaching me this video. I feel like a little kid again. Oh, thank you. Oh, now I could just like inspect these flowers as I drift off the sleep.